All right, guys, we have the Thinkcar 689BT and the MUCAR 892BT. Both of these are made by the same company. MUCAR is a sub-brand of Thinkcar. There's a little differences in the software configurations. The capability are identical. So as far as the automotive diagnostic capability, they're the same. The special functions that you've got right here, all the same. You got the same exact amount. You've got the same bidirectional test that you can do. The actuation tests are all the same. But there's an update that just came out on the MUCAR that I want to go over because it looks like it might be a pretty cool update, and we're going to get into that and see what it will entail. One of the biggest things about the MUCAR that I like is they've got this AI intelligent assistant. So if you don't have any access to any kind of tech data or service information about what you're working on, you can actually use this to possibly get some answers, get some torque specs, spark plug gaps, or what have you that you're trying to find on a particular vehicle. What it also has that I personally like, that most people's probably not going to really care about, is you can go here and you can change the wallpaper. As you can see here, I've got a custom wallpaper on this tool. I kind of like that. It just kind of customizes it for me, and I like a darker background, whereas on the Thinkcar, you can't put a different background on it. You're just stuck with what they give you there. But as far as pretty much all the important stuff, they're the identical scan tool. You couldn't go wrong with either one of them. But for this video, we're going to go here to the upgrade button. I'll go ahead and hit enter for the actual cars. You can see that the version numbers on the cars are identical. So the apps for the individual cars, for instance, let's go down here. We're in the US, so we're going to pick a US car here. We'll go with the Ford. You can see that 11.26 on both of them. Mazda 10.4, 10.4. So you get the point as far as the software. You go over here to maintenance. This is just your special functions. They're all identical from tool to tool. So we're going to go back, and then we're going to go to app. This is where it gets a little different. So you can see that the app on the Thinkcar is about 72.35 megabytes in size, and the version is 112. The app for the MUCAR is 73.4 megabytes, and there's a new version which is 106. The version of the MUCAR app currently is 104. You also have what they call the dollar fixed community that you don't have on the Thinkcar. So we're going to go ahead and concentrate on the regular app, and that's what I want to show you on the MUCAR, is whenever you open this up, let's just kind of read what this is going to add to this scanner, then we're going to go ahead and update it and see if we can see any differences. So new maintenance multi-odometer check, added reset odometer check to detect vehicle odometer tampering risk. This reset is a new feature. Users who do not upgrade the app may experience icon layout issues on the home page. Next thing, multi-channel scanning. That sounds pretty impressive to me. We'll try that out and we'll see if we can see, what it actually does. Improves diagnostic speed and supports scanning of individual vehicle systems, engine, transmission separately. New AI fault code query and repair case entry. So that's where I was talking about that AI, and if they've improved the AI, then that's going to be even better. Added quick access shortcuts to fault code queries and repair case within all AI chat interface. So that sounds pretty cool to me. New AI chat copy function supports copying text content from AI conversations. That could be pretty cool. Optimized AI fault code analysis, upgraded parsing, logic, and result presentation for clear diagnostics. Instant message unread notifications, added unread message alerts. Not sure where or when you'd use that, but I personally don't use that. diagnostic report comparisons, maintenance graphic guides, provide a detailed graphical instructions for maintenance functions. That could be cool. My vehicles option supports manual input of vehicle model name, VIN, and brand, or quick search for vehicle models to initiate diagnosis. Printer guidance optimization. Added pre-print tutorial prompts to guide users. I've got a little short video, I think, on printing from the Thinkcar. And printing from the MUCAR was the same deal. Very, very easy to print to a regular printer from these scanners. Optimized features, diagnostic software, error pop-up, improved interaction design of error prompts for better user comprehension, local DTC database, enhanced query logic and data accuracy, bug fixes, fixed occasional crashes during diagnostic for specific model numbers. I never had this crash on at any time of any of the cars I've had it connected to. Optimized stability for other previously reported issues. So let's go ahead and update this, and we're going to see if we can get into it and see, what it does. I also want to go over, there's also 3 other updates that I'll show you real quick, just to show you what MUCAR has that Thinkcar does not. So go back to upgrade. We'll go back to application software where it says other 3. We're going to go there. Of course, you got the Candy Crush, but who in their right mind is ever going to put Candy Crush on their scan tool? You do have Chrome, and you can see that you've got Chrome over here on the Thinkcar. You've got the Venue Mini TPMS. Not sure what that is, but we're going to go ahead and update it. If I open it up, all it just says is Venue I Mini TPMS. I am going to go ahead and hit upgrade to that. Of course, you got the MUCAR Guard, the PDF reader, Duolingo, Kindle, Diag-based service. And over here on the Thinkcar, you've got Thinkcar, Diag-based service, and screen recorder. So that's other than the TPMS app and the base app. That's the main thing I want to take a look at here, just to see if we can, see any difference in anything. Then we'll go hook it up to my truck, and we'll see if we can see any noticeable difference between the way it was working and the way it's working now. So there's your auto search. That looks the same. Diagnose, OBD, history, report, feedback, dollar fixed community, which I know I said that the Thinkcar doesn't have it. The Thinkcar does not have that. And there's the AI, and we're going to give that a try. Also, I did show that in the video of the MUCAR when I first did a review on it. Here's maintenance. I don't know if okay, so there's something different between the Thinkcar and the MUCAR right now. So let me find it. Knox. Oh, okay. That's right, the odometer check. So we've got an odometer check, which I'm sure it's probably, we're going to have to be connected before we can get into that. We'll give that a try. You do have the odometer meter reset, which I believe the MUCAR, the MUCAR does have the odometer meter reset, but the odometer check, the Thinkcar does not have. So let's go back. We'll go out there on the truck here in just a second. We're going to take a look at that. We're going to go to more. Is it more? There's settings, online service, operating instructions, fault code, coverage list, module. Yeah, that's all the same. Now you'll see right here on the MUCAR, you've got tutorials. On the Thinkcar, you do not have tutorials. So if I hit over here on ABS, hit tutorial, so it looks like it's got walkthroughs. Odometer check, we'll hit tutorial. This would be good if you are buying a car or running some kind of a little car lot or whatever, and you're wanting to see if the mileage is accurate or not. What I think this does, yeah. Okay, the device automatically reads the odometer data from all relevant vehicle systems. So different cars store the mileage in multiple places. So the instrument cluster, the BCM would be 2 that would have the mileage stored in them, and they should match, between the 2. If they don't, if one of them is showing a different mileage than the other, then that's a pretty good indication that either the cluster or a module was changed from a salvage yard unit and had a different mileage programmed in it. So if you hook this to a vehicle and all the modules show the same mileage, you got a pretty good peace of mind that it's probably an accurate mileage reading. But if you got multiple modules that showing different mileage between different modules, I'd be kind of cautious about that. But it looks like that this scan tool does that. Now, I think you can do the same thing with the Thinkcar, but what you would have to do is go into each module, read the module information, and see if it lists the mileage. And if it does, go into another module, take a look and see if it lists the mileage and its information, and see if they match together. I actually did a video on my pickup. I think it was my pickup, where I show that. I can't remember what scan tool I was using, but I was showing how you verify the mileage on at least a GM vehicle. Anyway, let's go out and let's connect this up to my truck, the MUCAR, and we're going to see, what we can see. All right, guys, we're on my 2016 GMC Sierra, and we've got the MUCAR hooked up, and we're going to go over some of these features that this latest upgrade added to this scan tool. The first upgrade is it added, so that Venue TPMS Mini app that it added is for their TPMS programming tool. This is their Venue iPro TPMS programming tool. So that's what that one app was all about. So now let's get into what this has on this truck. The first thing I want to do is I want to do that odometer check just to see how that works. So we're going to go to maintenance. I like to hit the little icon there on the right so I can see what it is that I'm clicking on. There's that odometer check. We'll click on that, and we're going to see what it does. Okay, well, that was fast. So there's 3 modules, it looks like. Transfer case control module, body control module, instrument cluster. And all 3 of them are showing the same identical mileage. So that is what you want to see. You don't want to see mileage that's different from one module to the other. So I guess out of all the modules on this vehicle, those 3 are the only 3 that have mileage information programmed into them. So that's a pretty cool little feature. The first thing I see right here on the home page is the tutorial button. That's a new feature. So let me see if I was to go over here. Okay, that's battery matching. Let's click on tutorials. And it looks like it's kind of got a little walkthrough of how to do a battery system management reset. Let's do a different one. Turbo matching. Then we'll go on to the next thing. Just a generic walkthrough of how you would go through a turbo matching deal. So it's got those little tutorials added to the special function menu. So that's a pretty cool added feature. I like that. So let's go over here to diagnose. Oh, let's check out the AI. Okay, so that's a little different. Please, now you can just start typing down here at any given time, but it's also got, it looks like an added menu where you can put in the brand of the vehicle that you're working on and then a fault code. And based on that fault code, it'll pull up information that you may need to know. So let's go over here, go to auto search, and let me get connected up to the vehicle here, and we're going to see what this thing, if there's anything different than before. Okay, so that top row is different. So you got system list, you got common functions, and you got vehicle configuration. That wasn't like that before. And so what it's done here is it's got a list of all the possible modules on this truck. Oh, now that's probably going to be the handiest thing so far. The high-speed scan. You know what? Okay, so what I want to do, it's still got the smart scan, which is typically what you would have picked or clicked on to start scanning the modules. Let's do this. Let's time how long it takes to do a regular smart scan, and then we're going to do the high-speed scan and see if there's a difference. So I've got my phone. Let me get the screen recorder going. Okay, so I'm going to just hit smart scan, and I'm going to hit start on the stopwatch. And we're going to see how long it takes to do a regular smart scan, which the smart scan is what the Thinkcar has. Now, the Thinkcar might come up and start updating their scan tool to where it adds some of these features that the MUCAR has. But right now, it looks like the MUCAR's got the Thinkcar beat. Okay, I already see that the AI is embedded in the fault code screen there. So is Google search. Okay, 1 minute, 13 seconds is what it took to scan. Looks like it found all 21 modules. We have 6 total DTCs. There's all the modules. Before we get into the AI, I'm going to go back. Let me just go all the way back out of this so that it's got to find the truck again. And then we're going to do the high-speed scan. So the regular smart scan, 1 minute, 13 seconds. Let me reset that. We're going to do high-speed scan. Oh, wow. That's already faster. Look at that. That's the way every scan tool should be able to scan the data bus. 96, 100%, 19 seconds. So I can tell you right now that whenever I'm ready to come out to take a look at a car, this is the scan tool that I'm probably going to grab. Out of every scan tool I've got, I'm grabbing this one simply because of that high-speed scan. Now, if there's a reason that you would ever not want to do high-speed scan, let me know. There might be a reason that you'd want to do a regular scan. But it looks like it found 21 modules, all 6 DTCs. So it looks like it did the same thing. It just did it in under half the time. That's impressive. I really like that high-speed scan. Thank you, Mukar. So we're just going to go ahead and click on that AI button. We'll just do the very first one. Invalid data received from body control module. That's a U0422-71. I'm going to click the AI button, and we're going to see if it's got any information that would be useful. Okay, so it's got, there's the definition. Kind of tells you all about that particular fault code. And I don't have any symptoms, and under symptoms it says there is no content, which, you know, I don't know what kind of symptoms that you would have for that. Circuit system inspection. we'll go ahead and click that button just to see what it shows. Wow, it's actually got diagrams. So there's a description, it looks like, of the code and why it sets. Let's go ahead and click the diagram. Check that out. Click the next one. I tell you what, that is pretty cool. Circuit system test. Okay, I guess that's just showing you all the diagrams. Previous page. Maintenance guide. I mean, that's giving, if you don't have any other access to service data, it looks like it would pull it up for you. Again, this is a 2016 GMC Sierra. Let's go back. And apparently it's going to have component test for some components, I guess. And then case reference. I mean, that's a pretty cool little feature. Let's go back and let's go to a different one. TPMS sensor. Too few pulses. That's the right front. Probably just needs another TPMS sensor. Circuit system inspection. Let's take a look at that. That's pretty cool. Previous page. Maintenance guide. Oops. Hope I didn't delete that picture. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool stuff, guys. But nonetheless, it looks like you've got a better chance at finding something using this AI. Now, watch the other video when I did the full review on this, because whenever you go over, if you don't have any access to tech data, you can come over here to this AI, and instead of just like trying to Google stuff, this AI app actually does a really good job. We'll try to do something real quick here. How about let's see if it can figure that out. Now, I would have to look to see if that's accurate, but if you didn't have access to service information, you would at least have the option of using this AI app to find the torque for the head bolts on a 2016 Silverado with the 5.3 liter engine. That's worth a lot if you don't have any other access to the information that you need. Anyway, I think we're about done. I don't know what else to talk about. Plus, this video is getting kind of long. This is the MUCAR 892BT. But now, with the added AI on the fault codes, that's kind of a game changer, in my opinion, and that high-speed scan. This scan tool, to me, has just upped its value quite a bit because of that high-speed scan. Anyway, enough rambling on. We're done. This was a 2016 GMC Sierra. This is the MUCAR 892BT, and we just did the update that they just come out with, and it added some really cool features. Anyway, we're done. You guys take care.